your mouth with words and words. You twist them well. Oh yes, I heard. Shits and ties don't cover your light. I see you come. You try. You know me, you say we get the same society. Oh. You know me, you say we get the same philosophy. Oh. You know me, you say we get the same society. Oh. You know me, you say we get the same philosophy.
Hello out there, thank you once again for joining us on another very interesting edition of the program, The Baroness. As usual, we come your way every episode with something new, something to make your day, something to make you want to put in the extra effort, and something to make you want to impact on your world. My name is Nene Dun, and today is a very special edition. The house is full. The three musketeers are here, and I always love it when we are complete. So I'll begin by introducing from my left, Berit. You know, last time Berit said she wanted to go and leave, but we allowed her. So today she's here. Berit, thank you for joining us.
I'm glad to be here. In fact, I'm excited.
All right.
Beyond glad.
All right.
It's a new year, new everything, new start, new life, new plans, new heights to gain, new goals to reach, and all of that. I'm so excited to be here. You can be sure 2019 with the Baroness, you will never regret it.
Exactly. You will never regret joining us on the Baroness. Okay, Anita is also in the house, looking as beautiful and gorgeous as ever. Annie, thank you for joining us on the show.
Yeah, it's good to have you, and you know, it's good to have Babes back from her leave. That's why we stole her back from the leave.
No, she had to cut it short actually, for this.
And it's exciting, having you join us. This edition of the program, I can assure you, will be one of the best you have watched ever. You get to find out why.
And talking about why you really have to watch this program, our last episode, Baroness actually, we did what we promised that we were going to do. We held a town hall meeting, and that was the last episode that came to you. And that town hall meeting actually exposed us to a lot of things. The intention of that town hall meeting is to ensure that we bring women together, also those who are aspiring to various positions. Let's talk, let's rub minds. The contestants, what do you have for the women? And women, we hear that you are the ones who don't like supporting women. Why? So we heard them talk that day.
Yeah, they really spoke. It was quite, that meeting was awesome because, you see, the contestants had the opportunity to talk. We get to meet them. Some of them were, some of the women were meeting them for the first time. Yes, they have heard that some women came out, some have the tickets of their various parties, but who were they? They didn't know. So we saw them and they were able to present some of their manifestos to the women. But the most interesting part of that program, I think, was the speaker.
The speaker was awesome.
Dr. Nancy
Katsu Ogundimo.
That woman is something. It's an asset to the women on the platform because she seems to know how to go down to the roots of our problems and how to address the issues from the background, from our background as African women and as Nigerian women, so that we find a way of handling some of these challenges that have bedeviled us for ages, so that now you will stop the talking.
Yeah. You should be proactive.
Yes.
And she made the women realize that if they are not able to package themselves well, then nobody will be interested in whatever it is they have to offer.
Exactly.
And she also made them realize that the men can be very intimidating.
Yes.
So you need to overcome the fear of intimidation of yourself. We women intimidate ourselves by ourselves. And if you cannot cure that female intimidation, then when the man comes, you won't have anything to say.
What actually stayed with me during her talk is the fact that it's now time for action. Gone are the days of the talk, gone are the days of begging, gone are the days of saying, okay, please, okay, give us, okay. No, it's no more time for that. It's now time to act. We have now discovered this is the problem, according to what she said. So women, the next thing is action. There are 4 women that are going to contest. So the major thing she said there is rally around these women and make sure that you support them and make sure that they get the position that they are looking for, irrespective of the platform upon which they're standing. Now, that's what we did, and I'm sure you enjoyed it. And by the grace of God, we hope to come your way again some other time with another town hall meeting, God willing, to talk about maybe, either to celebrate or to talk about more strategies, for women participation and engagement in politics. Now, straight to today's edition. Something spectacular happened, and there is this woman, I'm sure you've heard of her, you've seen her, you know her. Some of you will regard her as a woman whose name is household, not only on the plateau, but in Nigeria. And guess what happened? She got 60. Yay! I could actually now blow the trumpet. It's her birthday. But yeah, the Baroness attended that birthday.
Live and direct, and it was awesome. It has to be the Baroness.
Of course, it has to be the Baroness.
Of course, and we're aspiring to be 60. So we have to tap that anointing.
Finish the one that is immediate. Don't go to 60.
But the thing that really amazed me about the whole event was the fact that a lot of people had so much to say about how she impacted their lives positively. You sit back and they say women don't like doing things for women. Women only gossip and do fashion. Well, this woman,
her story is different. She's a trailblazer, and in the words of one of the people interviewed, she is a detribalized colossus. Now, let's get to hear what they said about her on that day.
We are proud of her and we celebrate her at 60 and even beyond. The name Dame Pauline Talent to Plateau people is a household name. It means a lot, and upon the mentioning of such a name, you know what it stands for. The personality of Dame Pauline Talent, not only on the plateau but in the affairs of the nation, having been involved in so many national assignments, is something that we are very proud of her achievements and attainment as a person. And of course, she is a lover of humanity. She is a true mother. She cares, she loves her state and every Nigerian, and that is why she is sacrificing everything, her time and resources, in order to serve the people of Plateau and serve the nation as well. So we are proud of her and 60, and it is our prayer that as she attains 60 in good health, continuous good health will be her portion to the remaining portion of her life.
One cannot describe Dame Pauline Talent in one sentence. She's a colossus. She's a woman achiever, a very strong woman, and she has touched the lives of all Nigerians across different boundaries. And she is a detribalized Nigerian. She does not know any differentiation. Anybody that comes her way, she accepts as her own. And she's never a woman to be daunted by challenges. I think she, as I described her, she's indeed a colossus. And the women all over Nigeria are proud of her. And she is a mentor of some sort, because the upcoming women politicians look up to her, and she has not failed them. Most of them become encouraged when they see how undaunting she is in her political activities. And then, of course, you can see she is a woman that cuts across boundaries. Based on the crowd that you have here, she does not know east, west, nor north. Everybody belongs to her. And I think we are very proud of her. And I particularly am happy to be associated with her. She's my sister, and we've come a long way with her. And I pray that the Almighty God, in His infinite mercy, at this material time, especially on the day of her 60th birthday, she will live to celebrate many more birthdays, and she will live to enjoy the fruits of her labor. And I wish her all the best.
Mommy is a woman of substance, and she has impacted a lot on women in mobilizing women to participate, especially in politics. And she has been mentoring a lot of women, not even in Plateau State, but in Nigeria at large. She has, in fact, we are not celebrating her the way other states are celebrating her. Many states are celebrating her more than Plateau State because of what she has been doing, not only for Plateau State, but for all women in Nigeria.
Now, you have been watching Baroness on PRTV. Now, say something about Baroness. Keep watching Baroness on PRTV.
Baroness has impacted a lot on women participation in governance, especially with the current situation that is going on in politics. They have engaged a lot of women to create awareness for women, and they have been calling women, especially from the grassroots, to come for a workshop and engaging them to know why they should vie for different political parties. And for that, in fact, I have seen that they need more support for them to go to the grassroots and even mentor the young ones that are coming out now to participate more in politics.
Okay, I need you now.
Dame Pauline Talent is she's a woman with great assets. She's multi-talented. She's an all-round person, a people person. I lack words to describe her because of the kind of person she is. She's one that brings people from all across the country together, not even just Nigeria itself, but all over the world. There's no discrimination with her, no high, no lows. Every other person is hers, both from the different faiths, different facets of life, you know. She's just an all-round person. There's just no word to describe her kind of person, to me personally. And she's one person that I've known over the years. She has stood with us. And then her family, I'm like a daughter to her. She's like a mom to me. She's like a brother to because she calls my husband my brother. And she's one person I can just get up, even if it's 1 a.m., give her a call, and she's just prompt to respond. She's just that kind of a person that's really, really, really down to earth and full of humanity. Yeah.
Pauline is a great woman. She's a woman of many colors. She's an excellent mother, a friend to all. She's a very motivational leader. She's a great politician. She's a devout Catholic, a God-fearing woman. She's a mother of the orphans, friend of widows and widowers. In fact, she's too much. She's a woman with the heart of gold and a great lover. She loves all. I pray that a woman of her type, you know, if women emulate her good qualities and virtues like a mother, a wife, a lover of the society, a lover of her country, Nigeria, I think, and they love their families like Pauline, Nigeria will be a better place for all of us.
Pauline Talent, as a politician, I see her as a very vibrant person. I see her as a woman who cherishes and loves the company of people and would always want to go out of her way to show that she has concern for people. I can see that she is a liberal politician. She's willing to get along with anybody, especially when it comes for the improvement of Plateau State and Nigeria in general.
All right, welcome back. It's interesting, you know, all that now you know who we were talking about before that insert. And I'm sure you are itching to know, do we really have her in the studio, or we just went and did interviews and came back? Well, let's surprise you. Bait, can you do us the honors?
It is my rare privilege to do this introduction. I think it's a privilege that Benny has given me, and I am so highly appreciative of that, to think that I am seated close to somebody of this caliber. It is something for us in the media, we put it in our CV. Secretly somewhere that we met a person like this. On the plateau and even in Nigeria, we know this woman, like I told you, She is our mother. She is just beyond a woman. She is a mother. She is a philanthropist. She is a mentor. She is a spiritual pillar to so many people. And she is just an example that anybody will wake up to want to emulate. And is she just that vaguely? No. Because from the grassroots, she was one time a councillor. And you want to know a good politician? Someone who starts at the grassroots. And she contested for chairmanship at a point, but the election, shortly before the election was conducted, it was annulled. But later on, that was what, budded her flower, and she was known all over because people knew her at that level as a detribalized Nigerian, like Nene mentioned. Later on, she was to become the commissioner in Plateau State, commissioner for health, commissioner youth and sports as well, all in Plateau State. And that was before, and later on she also became the minister she served in the cabinet of the Federation as a Minister for Science and Technology. And that was one position Plateau State really enjoyed during that moment, having a representation at that highest level. Now moving from minister, she was also chairman board of raw board of raw materials in the country. And later on, she was begged to please relinquish that position and come home so she can serve the people of Plateau State. And so she was in the train then, 2011? 2007. And she came and became the deputy governor in Plateau State. One of the few women to occupy that position in Nigeria, if not the first woman to become deputy governor in Nigeria. And also, after that, in 2015, she was appointed to be an advisor on women mobilization to the wife of the present president during the campaigns. She was advisor on women mobilization during the campaigns. She then moved into being a board chairman of NACA, National Agency on the Control of AIDS in the country. She was still recalled again to be an advisor, to advise on mobilizing youths and women during this present campaign that we are in. And of all the offices she has held, there was success story all the way. I cannot tell, in between this, there are so many other things that we didn't mention. And join me please to welcome this icon, this Amazon, this mentor, Mrs. Dame Pauline Talley. You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Wow, it's really good to have you, on set again. We had you once.
Yes.
It was almost like when we said we're going to host Dame Pauline Talley, people were like, how are you going to do it? She doesn't come on. She's in Abuja. We said we'll try, and we did. We brought her to the studio. And here again, we're bringing her back. In fact, we brought her back. And, when Beit was reading all of this, one thing came to mind, Annie. You remember that she was appointed to be an ambassador from Plateau State to represent this country. She declined.
And the decline brought a lot of noise.
People were like, hey, how can you decline such a position? She said, I have to decline because I am a loving wife and I'm a mother. I need to take care of my whole family.
Put his family first, which is
family first. Wow.
And people think female politicians don't care about their family, and they think, they think so many things about it. I remember we visited that issue when she came some time back, but I think it would be good for people who weren't able to watch that program to get to hear from you, again, what necessitated your decline of such an exalted offer. People lobby for it, and yet here you are having it on a platter of gold, and you said, no, thank you, I will not do it.
Thank you very much. I had to, for so many reasons. One, I had a husband that was not just a husband, but a mentor that grew me in politics. He stood by me all through, and it was his support that gave me the strength to fly. He's been sick for quite a long time, and there was nowhere I didn't take him to. He was sick for that treatment. We went to China, we went to England, we went to Germany, we went to US. The last of it was India. And on our way coming back, he prayed for me and blessed me. He said, I've done everything he appreciates. But this time, this should be the last. I should take him out. He appreciates all my efforts to get him fully recovered. But he believes that God's time is the best. As soon as we get back to Nigeria, I should not attempt to take him out again. He's tired of going out.
Okay.
And we should rely on the doctors in Nigeria and God. So, having pleaded that he was tired of going out because you know the discomfort of moving with somebody that is incapacitated in a wheelchair and all that was not good enough. So, I had to respect his views. So when this came up, and the president had sought my opinion because he knows that he was quite sick. And I told him, I said, I appreciated him, but it would not be right for me to do anything against his wish. Number one, he doesn't want to go out, and to take him out means going against his wish.
Yes.
And to go out and leave him is out of it. And the president appreciated that. He was so touched, bless me. He gave an instruction that my name should be removed, even before it was sent to the Senate. But somehow, something played out. You could see clearly that some people were behind the scene that wanted to get rid of me for obvious reasons. And to our greatest surprise, after instruction was given that my name should be removed, wow, we saw it on the internet and before the National Assembly. So it was surprising for it to blow up because in the first place it shouldn't have. And the president invited me. He was not happy and he felt it was an embarrassment to me. And I was virtually pleading with him that to me, I feel it's an embarrassment to you because we have discussed, you appreciate, you've accepted. But I think God has a reason for everything.
Yeah.
I didn't want it blown out, but God wanted the world to know. Because God knows I did it with a clean and clear intention. And I believe anytime I'm mentoring women in politics, I keep advising them. If you want to fly in politics, if you want to succeed, get the blessings of your husband. Because a word of blessings from your husband can make you fly. And a word from your husband against your aspiration will destroy your political career. Whether we like it or not, we're in women's war. The woman, however beautiful you are, however good you are, you need a man to stand by you. And the same thing, however good a man is, if he doesn't have a good and supportive wife, he can't fly. Something he can't even perform and be successful in the office. That's why when you see men succeed in the office, they have somebody behind the scene or by their side supporting them, and vice versa.
It's interesting, what you just talked about. We started this note on, talking about why you declined the ambassadorial position. But permit me to say that from the insert, that we listened to, people talked about your birthday, and of course, we talked about it. 60 years is not small. It's not 60 days, it's not 60 weeks, and I dare say that you really don't look 60, even though Anita wants to get to 60 before getting to 50 or 40. So, getting to 60, still standing strong in politics as a mother. How have you been able to do it? Well, apart from the fact that you said your husband has been your backbone.
God be the glory. It is God and nobody else. It's God that gives us the house and giving you something. So everything revolves around God. With Him, all things are possible. God has been faithful. God has been my strength. God has been very, very gracious to me. I simply lack words to thank God. And I described it yesterday in one of my interviews that every breath I take is a thanksgiving to God. Because God has been awesome. Can you count the breath you take in a day? That is the way I describe what God has been doing in my life. God has fought so many unseen battles for me. If not for God, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you. My testimony simply looks like a mystery woman. Because if not for God, I wouldn't be alive to sit here. Because I treaded where men felt I shouldn't. But with God, when you have God in you, He goes ahead of you. And I know that there is no limitation to any woman. Because God created us for a purpose, to support the men. He saw that the men cannot do it without the woman. Without the woman, there will be no procreation. Who carries the man? All the presidents we have, all the governors, the ministers, who nurtured them? I mean, if you say a woman cannot, how did she nurture you? The first teacher in anybody's life is the mother. She babied you, she bathed you. She would have just, if she was not that intelligent, to carefully manage the fragile baby in the bath water. All babies would have simply slipped and died in the bathing. But this is God. And what a woman can do, the way a woman thinks, what a woman sees, is not the way a man sees. Our eyes are all wrong. The way we manage the children, the way we manage the home, a woman can do 5, 6 things at the same time. And still very, very perfect, strong, effective. But a man can only handle one thing, at most 2 at the same time. But God gave us that for a reason. And for anybody to say that we cannot do certain things, is simply,
simply unimaginable.
Yes.
And as I was listening to her talk, she just said women can multitask.
Yes.
Okay, that is what we know how to do best, multitasking. In case you're just tuning in, the program is The Baroness, reaching you from PRTVC, and our guest today is Dame Pauline Tallen, former Deputy Governor of Plateau State, the chairman on the board of the National Agency for the Control of AIDS. And we've been talking to her for some few minutes now about, how she's been able to get to where she's going to, or where she is right now. We'll take a break, and then when we return, we will talk about how women